solve all of these countries. What we're going to do first is hear about all of these real-world problems that each of these schools, each of these groups of pupils have tried to solve. And we're going to start with the Faroe Islands, please.
Hi, my name is Maria. And my name is Frida. We're from a small class in Faroe. In our small country, we have challenges when it comes to sustainability. Research shows that consumers and plastic. We follow 2-in-1 solution step by step. We want to influence our parents to use less plastic. That's why we made fabric bags out of old curtains. From Red Cross. We will help our parents to use them while they go shopping. The second part of our idea is to make some sustainable recipes with no meat and using leftovers. We also plan to put recipes on our blog so other people can use the recipes too. We don't think we make big changes overnight, but small changes can really influence our families and our community.
Okay, so we have fabric bags and we have a food blog from the Faroe Islands. Let's move on to Sweden now. What's your problem?
Hi, my name is Aster. I'm from Stockholm, Sweden, Radabergsskolan. Hi, I'm Leonie, and I'm her classmate. And I think that one of the most challenging thing that we had to do in our project was actually to decide what problem we were going to work on. And after brainstorming a lot of ideas, we decided to go for food wasting because it's one of the more important problems in our school. But then came the big question, how are we going to achieve this? So we decided that the most efficient way to spread the word about food waste was to start a news channel. On this news channel, there are 2 volunteers who research about food waste in our school, film it, send it to the teachers, who share it with the students, and spread the word. And we felt that this was the best way to reach every student in our school without wasting time. Now, we also needed to set up a goal, and our goal is to reduce the food waste in our school to 0% by the end of April. And we also have a hashtag, which is #TogetherForUs, because we can act together for all of us. Thank you.
So that's a brilliant media-based solution to tackle food waste. Thank you. And now on to Iceland. No, on to Finland, please.
Hello, I'm Igor from Finland and
I'm Jelena. So, these days too much food is wasted in our world. But we have a way how to reduce it. And our idea is TMF. What is TMF?
TMF is an app that allows people to share the leftovers. With app, people can share the location for a certain amount of time from which people are able to get food from.
And if you don't want to share your own location, you can bring your food to a bigger TMF food sharing point. People can also write and send pictures of their food in the app.
For schools, this is especially useful because schools often have food that is not eaten and goes to waste. We think with our idea we can find a better place for your leftovers together. Thank you.
So good. TMF too much food. And now let's move on to Denmark.
Hello, my name is Jason.
Hello, my name is Wojciech. We are a team from Iceland. We come from a small town from southern Iceland called Selfoss. Our idea is supposed to help us reduce food waste.
Our idea is an app called Kitchen Helper, which helps us organize food in our fridge. There are 8 different icons which have their own kind of purpose.
Our idea is supposed to help us organize our food in the fridge and reduce food waste. In the app, there are going to be many icons. One of them, in there you can create a recipe and save it. You can also plan food recipes for next days, weeks, or even months. You can also share your recipes or menus with your family members.
Through a search option, you can find new recipes or tips how to use what's in your fridge. It searches recipes other users have created or recommend and can connect to Google search.
The biggest function in the app is the camera function. After finishing shopping and getting the receipt, you can scan the receipt and every item that you bought will go into a certain function. And you will get notified when the item is close to expiry date.
You create a profile with personal preferences in it, where you can add in if you have any allergies or can't eat something. You can also set your preference in regard to diet. You can also connect social media like Facebook, Instagram or Twitter to it.
We think that our idea can reduce food waste and therefore be much more eco-friendly. Thank you.
Jason Walshet, that's brilliant, really interesting use of data to keep track of the food in your kitchen and food in your fridge. Now on to Denmark, David Steen.
Hi, my name is David. And I'm Steve. We're from Denmark. Our project is a computer program you can set up in your home that would prevent unnecessarily used electricity, such as if you forget to turn off the lights or your TV or so on.
So the way that this would work is there would be various sensors around your house that would then detect whether or not you're using the electronics, and if you're not using them, turn them off. There could also be a manual function either in front of an app or other remote, so that you can manually turn off the electronics if needed.
There's been research that shows that Denmark alone wastes about 18 million pounds just from wasted electricity. We want to do something about that. Now, we already have a prototype. The way that the prototype works is that we have built a mini computer with LED lights. Now, we have sensors on this computer that under certain circumstances or conditions, the lights will turn on or off. And therefore, we want to make it as user-friendly and affordable to the normal family so that every family can help save power and save the climate.
That's brilliant, and getting through to that prototype stage and putting the problem to solve. Let's go to Olaf now.
Hi, I'm Inu, and I live on a small island between Finland and Sweden. We have more cars than people here, and that's a big problem because there's very short distances, and many people are driving alone. So our solution to this is to make a carpooling app for people to post where they're gonna go and when, so other people can refund them. The name of the app, we have thought about being peanuts, because there's like two nuts but in one shell together, like carpooling. Our minister in the local government is interested in making a carpooling app, and when we come home, we will have a meeting with him.
This is so good that you have your government involved in this small country, 50 kilometres. Carpooling seems a really good idea. And let's move on to Norway now. What have you been working on?
I'm Erika,
And I'm Agnes.
and we're from Norway. And we started brainstorming problems, and we figured out that clothing is a big issue in Norway and all around the world. So that's why we developed this app that we think could help the environment. So we was inspired by a Norwegian influencer who remakes clothes, and we thought that the app could help you do the same.
We made an app that makes it easier to give away and recycle clothes. So we think the mail service, at least in Norway, is perfect for this job.
And we wanted the app to get popular, and so we could make a difference fast. So that's why we made a mascot. It was really cute, so we could get attention, and we called it Morty the Monkey.
So you use the app by notifying the mailman via the app, and then you put out a bag made out of recyclable clothes, and then they come and pick it up and give it to a homeless shelter or a place where they give away clothes.
It's a lovely integration of virtual and physical now. I know these things. Greenland, please.
Hi, I'm Emilia.
I'm Milan, and we're both from Greenland.
So I think we all can relate to throwing out food unnecessarily. So we have made an app that can reduce the amount of food waste. we have made a prototype of a camera out of little bits, which can be installed in your fridge, so when you're out shopping, you can see what you have in your fridge and then don't buy unnecessary food. We have also done so you can connect your credit card to the app, and when you purchase something with the connected credit card, the products automatically get registered on a list in the app, and when the products are about to run out of date, the app reminds you that something is about to run out of date and you have to use it before it expires.
But if you already have used the food product before it expires, you can scan it and then you can just throw it out and then it is automatically deleted from the list. There's also a part where you can see how much you eat of a certain food product, and then you can analyze whether your eating habits are healthy or not. You can also make a profile on the app, because there's a share part where you can share your leftovers and extras to people nearby.
Brilliant, thank you. I think we've done so much of really difficult problems to solve, and come up with such brilliant solutions to them. We're going to hear more about this shortly. We've got a video which explains a bit more about the process to watch now.
The CRAFT project is important to develop critical thinkers, and it helps our students to think outside the box and really come up with their own solution to global problems.
You will be assigned the task of helping your families be aware of climate issues in the home. And in order to do that, we need to find out what the climate issues are. Magnus?
Throw a lot of food.
We throw away a lot of food. Sustainable development is another cross-curricular topic which we teach in all subjects. In this innovation case, the students are given the opportunity to point fingers at problems in their homes and to teach their parents to be more environmentally friendly and create solutions as to how to do that.
Are you ready for that job?
Yes. And what did you find, Emilia? The average Norwegian throws away 42 kilos of edible food every year.
When we work with the CRAFT project, our students use a lot of the sources that they find on the internet, so they have to know which sources to trust and which to not trust. So they develop digital judgment.
There is a shop for FedEx.
Yeah.
They give away phones.
And FedEx, you know, it's the Salvation Army, and that's an international organization. So this is from a reliable source.
An important part of these projects is the use of technology. So they can use everything from apps, web pages, or other resources they can find on the net. And the important part is that they use their critical thinking and ability to evaluate which resources are the best for them to use. So they can also use things like microbits or programming, so they can design things in a 3D environment and then print them with a 3D printer.
I'm drawing the app Python.
Which tool are you using?
Kino.
We think it's important to use technology and digital resources. It's important skills and competencies that they need to learn as pupils to prepare them for the jobs of the future.
So the name of our app is Food Mood.
We want the app to help minimize food waste.
We have made an app that will make it easier to give away clothes to people that need it. You can just scan the product.
We made a monkey as our logo, so it attracts people.
We called him Morky the monkey. We use him in the app. Parents can play with him, just as they play Candy Crush, which my parents does.
We have gone in some difficulties.
It was a lot of brainstorming.
Major discussion if we're gonna do that or we're gonna do this. We agreed on the most part.
Yeah.
We have learned a lot about food waste.
throwing away a lot of food that we can use.
It's important for them to be able to discuss these types of problems because it's about creating a sustainable world and creating sustainable people.
And globally, the overall goal is to not use up resources for future generations. And they take that responsibility very seriously.
We think it went very well. We are very proud of what we've done.
Yeah, we're a good team.
Yeah.
Approach has these three phases to it. We have a research phase, a make phase, and a do phase. It's wrong to think of that as just a linear thing, a start at one and end at the other. This is much more about a landscape to explore than a journey to travel. But let us start with this research phase. And I'd like to come back to the Faroe Islands, where you had this amazing idea of fabric bags and a food blog. Really interesting mixed methods approach to this. So tell us a bit more about the research phase. How did you find information about your topic?
We interviewed their parents and grandparents and talked about how their life has changed over the years. They told us that they used to just throw the rubbish into the ocean. We also talked to the local village shop, and it told us that only a handful of customers don't buy plastic bags.
Did you find anything that surprised you, anything that you didn't expect?
Yeah, we actually found three things really surprising. First thing that was really surprising was that we import almost everything we eat. And secondly, that we eat so much meat and how much pollutes. And the final thing that really surprised us was the local shop in a small village sells over 1,000 plastic bags a month.
1,000 plastic bags a month, that's an extraordinary statistic. Let's hear a bit more about the research phase. So Leonie and Astra were also looking at food waste. What were the arguments that made you go for the idea that you presented?
So the arguments that really drove us to choosing food waste as our topic were when we found out how much food we waste in our school on a daily basis.
What was most challenging for you in this research phase?
We had two big challenges. I think the first challenge was to decide on what problem we could work on, because there was so much thing we could work on and help. But yeah, we decided to go for food waste. And the second challenge was to convince people to change their habits, to convince them that it is real and that they have to help it.
Brilliant. Something else.
Sorry. And we have the third and hardest challenge
was to get chosen to come here.
So glad that you are here. It really is brilliant to have you here. So the next phase is make, which is about coming up with the ideas, coming up with possible solutions to these really difficult problems. So let's hand over to Jenna and Igor, who are looking at food in your school. Where did your inspiration come from?
We started thinking about our world problems and how much food is wasted every day, year, and then we just get the idea how to reduce leftovers.
Fair enough. Were there problems or difficulties?
Yeah, at the beginning of our project we realized it was very complicated and big, and it was very hard to change it for more easier and simpler.
Okay, thank you. Let's hear a little bit more about this idea phase, this make phase. So, Jason, how did you create your prototypes?
So we started brainstorming many ideas. We mainly were focusing to make it as similar to social medias like Instagram. And that's because people are familiar with the design of Instagram, and that's going to be easier for them to use the app. After finding some good ideas, after brainstorming, we combined some of them and we started to making the design on a whiteboard. We took a few minutes, and when everyone was okay with the design, we made it in Google Slides, and that's that mock-about.
So taking ideas from things that work very well already. So does it help to create or mock up your idea?
Yes, it helped us be on the same page regarding the look and how it would function. When we then signed it in Google Slides, the idea became more real to us. With the mock-up, everybody pitched in ideas, and during the process we started to see it as real and we could focus on the same aspects.
Brilliant, thank you. Let's move on now to this do phase, which is much about getting feedback from somebody who's experienced this problem, from somebody who's a user of the solution that you've developed. So how did you go about testing your amazing power-saving prototype?
First of all, we fluctuated a lot between the three phases, trying to figure out which products would be most useful and also which products were possible to make. So we found out that we were going to do this power regulator. So we tested our product by building a prototype which has a miniature version of this circuit using the programming software called Arduino. And we also both made a digital and a real-life version of the circuit.
What works? What doesn't work?
So the idea in itself works, our prototype works. What we need to do right now is to make it wireless somehow, so you don't need to install cables all over your home in order for it to work. We need to make sure the sensors work so that things such as pets or stuff like that doesn't trigger it without you wanting it to. And then from our amazing feedback from the other groups, we have come up with ideas to make it cooperate with other systems in your home, such as alarm systems, if you have other of that kind of stuff.
That's great. Any other next steps for your product?
Well, we would like to build a more advanced prototype, maybe with different circuits in it, to see how it would work in a bigger circuit. And we would also like, whenever we do build a working prototype, to test it in a real product.
We want to make it as affordable and user-friendly as possible, so that the average family can use it to save power all over the world and thereby try and save the climate.
This is brilliant, thank you. So now for Oland, you came up with this amazing idea of a carpooling app. I'm worried though, so how did you manage to make your prototype something that would be, how you could make that so that it was something which was safe for young people to use?
First of all, we thought that kids might want to use that. So their parents can choose drivers for them, so they can go with completely strangers, like a friend list. And also we made like a review system, so the passengers and drivers are giving reviews to each other, so you can see if it's a good or bad driver. And also we thought it would be more safe if the drivers have to be over 20 years.
I think that's a really good idea. I love that idea of parents selecting a list of approved people to give you a lift. That works really well. Now I understand that you also talked about your app to a car dealer. How did the feedback you got from him change the way you worked on the carpooling app?
So first we thought that the passengers should pay the driver, but then the car dealer told us that we need a government license for driving the taxi, and then we decided to organize a lottery based on the reviews instead.
So not only solving technical problems, but also legal and social ones as well. I think that's brilliant work, it really is. So we have those three phases to the craft approach, but there are also themes that run throughout this. And one of those is collaboration. So can I ask the team from Norway, Erik and Magnus, how did you collaborate during the process?
So in our class we worked in groups of 4, but we're only 2 here today, but initially we were working as a group of 4.
And how did you go about communicating?
So we communicated in the groups, and we just brainstormed and just talked about a lot of problems and all. We took every step.
That's great. But there's more to it than just collaborating within your group, isn't there? There's feedback from other people too. Tell us about that, Erica.
Yeah, we cooperated with the Faroe Islands, and we gave each other feedback, and we compared information, and it was really helpful for our project, and we could see other view of our opinions and ways to solve our problems.
I think this idea of working together both within your group and across all of these countries is just a fabulous part of this project. It really is. The other theme that runs throughout so much of this is the use of technology. So many of the solutions you've had presented today are technology-based solutions. So can I ask the team from Greenland, Emily, Milan, what technology did you use in your solution?
We primarily used 3 different types of technology. We used our computers to take notes of our general idea, and after that we communicated with our partner class in Finland and further developed our idea with the help of their feedback. Secondly, we use Littlepits, which are programmable devices, and they can be used in many different ways. We use them to make a prototype of a wireless receiver to a camera, which can be installed in the fridge and is connected to the app. And lastly, we used an iPad, which we on the app Procreate drew a prototype of the app, and we gave a general idea of what the design and layout was going to be like.
So how did technology help you solve this case?
We used our computers to communicate with our partner class in Finland, and without that we wouldn't have gotten their feedback to develop our app to the best version of itself. We also used the iPad to see how the app was going to look like and where the function was going to be placed on app Procreate. And without that, it would have been much harder to imagine how it would look like and where the function is going to be and what function it was going to be. And with the Littlepits, it gave us more possibilities to develop our app and give us a deeper understanding of what we actually could do with our app.
This is amazing. I think it's been such a privilege for us to hear these young people talking so well about all of these amazing problems that you've solved, how you've used researching and making and doing to solve these, and particularly that collaboration within your schools, within your teams, and across these countries. It's been such an inspirational session. I think a big round of applause for them all, don't you? They do deserve pretty much all of the credit, but not quite all the credit. Because what they've done wouldn't have been possible without the guidance, without the support, without the encouragement of their teachers. And I'd like to ask a couple of them to come up onto the stage now, please. Teacher's perspective, how does craft differ from the way you teach everything else? What's different about this approach?
This project has given a bigger platform to my students. It has helped them becoming really advanced future thinkers.
It gave us the opportunity to speak to and cooperate with another country, which we don't normally do.
What a wonderful opportunity. And what do you see as the benefits of this approach from your perspective?
This has helped my students to boost their confidence and self-esteem, and it also has given a platform for them to interact with students from different Nordic countries, and this helped them to collaborate and learn new skills.
And it's been interesting as a teacher because you have to sort of be brave enough to take a step back and not try to control the whole process, because students manage it beautifully on their own.
I think they really have. Pretty Christine, thank you so much for that. I think well done. We need to wrap up now, so could I ask please Camille Dues from the Nordic Council of Ministers to draw this amazing session to a close. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I should use this, but yeah, my name is Pernille Dalgaard from the Nordic Council of Ministers, and it's a great honor for me to be here today to wrap up this Nordic Craft event at BEC. We are very the teachers who have been working with Nordic Craft. Thank you for coming and presenting your solutions to encourage more climate-smart families. It's a very relevant real-world problem, and it's some small steps towards carbon neutrality that we're working towards. Also, I want to say a very big thank you to the people behind Nordic Craft. I know there's a lot of work put into this when we have to collaborate across borders, so thank you very much for that. I also just want to say that at the Nordic Council of Ministers, we work towards a greener Nordic region, a more competitive Nordic region, and a more socially sustainable Nordic region. And this project very much supports our work with being a more competitive Nordic region by creating really advanced future thinkers. We have seen all of you work with both skills of the future, but actually also skills that all of us adults have to use today. And this is what we want. We want everybody to have the knowledge and the skills to cope with a more complex future. And I think this is what we've seen in practice here. So I just want to say thank you very much again to everybody. And the next stop on this journey will be the Nordic Championship in Nordic Craft for the first time in Copenhagen on March 5th. So we're looking forward to seeing as many of you there as possible. So thank you.